Cancer, hi gorgeous, Melissa here to do a timeless reading for you. This is of course for any placement of Cancer. Cross watchers are also welcome. This is not a love reading, however. Wow, your current situation is you, the Queen of Cups. So we're just gonna get, well, what the hell? Your action needed is the Five of Cups, and then your outcome, your potential outcome, aha, I see what it's saying here, is the Queen of Wands. The overarching energy, however, Cancerian, victorious is what I was going to say, victorious, okay? The Six of Wands is your overarching energy. We do have the Five of, I feel like there's some underlying, pain and snakiness around you, but that is okay because victory is your overall feel of this entire reading, okay? Your current situation is you kind of getting the recognition for whatever it is you're pursuing at this time. I like to tell people, if you're not on YouTube, but you probably are, because who is not on YouTube at this time? But you're probably on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, I do feel like there's going to be this victory for you, whatever, not just if you're on YouTube, I'm sorry, no matter what you're doing in your life. Could be with a Gemini, a soulmate. I don't know. This could be love. We're gonna get more about it, but I do feel like it's asking you to heal something from your past in order to really enjoy this victory that you're having. It's almost like right now, although the Queen of Cups would be, I would say, quite healed and empathic. I think there's something. The action needed is the Five of Cups, which to me means there's something from the past that we need to heal from or even let go of, and it could be. It could be the way you, that you're worried about what others are thinking of you. Let me just, you may need to heal that. It could be an old way of thinking that you need to heal there, the Five of Cups. All I can tell you is that your victory's right behind here. The Two of Cups, the Six of Wands, the, why can't I come up with who she is? Okay, the Queen of Wands. I keep wanting to say the Page of Wands, by the way. I do feel like there's a new adventure here for you, but it is going to ask you to release something from the past. So again, we're looking at things that are making us unhappy. There are two things that are going to make us very happy right behind us. In order to stop focusing on that thing that makes us those things that are making us unhappy, it really does take healing from them. So however that is for you, really putting yourself out there, if you're kind of half-heartedly putting yourself out there, it's about letting go of anything, including, I'm going to link in because I feel like this could relate to all Cancerians, I'm going to link in the description box or in the comments below a video on shame, okay? Because I do feel like this has something to do with something that you only are still experiencing within yourself that is no longer needed in your life, in all this victory that you, I almost feel like you are having this victory and you're not able to enjoy it because you're too ashamed of something from your past. Again, shame doesn't look, it's not like you're sitting there with your head down in your knees and you're red-faced and whatnot. This shame can be very sneaky, and it is, so I'm going to link a thing down in the description box below about shame and kind of how to overcome it. I think that's what the video, it just is bringing up this video in my head that I didn't even actually watch, but I saw the other day. I was going to post it on my community tab, and now I feel like it's coming up in your reading, so I feel like somebody needs to see it. Shame is a sneaky, egotistical devil that will stop you from all, it's like, no, your victory's here. You can't even stop that shit from happening, but what you can do with shame is not enjoy it, okay, or not be able to really embrace it. So, the Two of, I do feel like you have taken action towards something with the Two of Wands here. Really trying to come into your own authentic truth, but I feel like you're still bearing the weight of something from your past. Shame, what others think of you is what I'm getting right now, and I feel like that is the only thing stopping you from enjoying your victory that's already here. Okay, baby? I love you so much. I feel this energy right now, and it is, ooh, it's so fucking, I'm mad at the energy, okay? But I need to stop getting mad at things and really just know that God has you on this path for whatever reason, and overcoming shame. Well, first of all, having shame, and I think there's another one I'm going to also link. There's a couple good ones that I saw on shame, and I didn't actually watch the videos, but I knew, you're a Cancerian, so when you look at the title of something, you know what it's about. You know what's going to be, the content is going to be. And so there's one also about indigos and shame, and just that people that can feel things more deeply And there's a post up on my, nobody loves my real talk or any of the downloads that come through me, or not many people do, and I get that because nobody really we really like to hear about whatever supports our current illusion. And, I have been very against saying illusion in my past because it just makes people feel confused. Like, no, I'm not confused, motherfucker. Brainwashed, I think we all have been, and I am not immune to that. I think I have escaped it a little bit in ways that would be socially unacceptable. For instance, dropping out of school really early, or drugs and alcohol, and I'm not condoning or encouraging any of those behaviors, okay? Although dropping out of school I probably am. Because they do brainwash us. I have come to this very firm, there's a reason that the things that I did were called socially unacceptable, and it's because the government made it look that way, okay? So that because they know that if anybody escapes from their extremely, oh wow, I guess I just can't do regular readings, guys, I'm sorry. From their plan, their master plan, that would kind of immune them from the program, the process of kind of brainwashing and things like that, making us all think that we need to work our fingers to the bone till we are dead and support the society that they make us think we are not only a part of, but it is beneficial to us. Yeah, it's really saying, listen, we got to walk away from anything in our past that is causing this. I feel like it's not a person. It could be. You could have relationships in your life that you're not willing to let go of because you love them, even though they're not showing you the kind of love that you deserve, okay? But we may just be needing to walk away from an old way of thinking and believing that is causing a shame within us. It has taken, almost 2 years I've been on this channel, and I am still experiencing some shame in the things that come through my own head. I didn't ask for these thoughts. I don't sit and try to brainstorm. I just get fluid, downloads that come through, and they're all against what we have been taught and brainwashed to believe. So I'm getting here that whatever it is that you are pursuing, this could literally be a job that you, as a Cancerian especially, we think very outside the box. We don't allow others to think for us a lot of the time. So when we have any way of doing something, let's just say you're going to be a cashier, but the way you do it is way different. However, in your heart, because you innovated it, you thought of it yourself, that the way you do it will not only be efficient for the company, which, by the way, is who wants you to do it this way. It'll be more efficient for the company, and it will also support everybody involved. So what I'm getting is that the company can't see it that way because please understand, you don't all have to be cashiers here. The company can't see it that way because they've got it strictly set up for it to only benefit them. And you're like, but my way will benefit everybody. And it's saying that you actually believe, because you've been brainwashed to believe this. I'm going to put those both right there. Yeah, it's just asking you super firmly to really listen to your own inspirations. You have got to heal from the idea that somehow your way of doing it. Again, people, especially a boss, especially anybody who would not benefit from your rise, okay? Whatever it is you're pursuing, anybody who would not benefit from your particular rise is going to try to stop you from believing that the way you're going to do this or the way you do this is incorrect. So they are literally, I've been watching them fight to the death for you to not believe whatever you're doing. Believe in whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, okay? I just feel like, and this could be literally in anything, like I said, a cashier, could be a YouTube channel, could be a niche you're changing, literally changing from the inside out, okay? And it's saying here that you have got to, if you don't get over whatever is, you're still holding on to the shame of, I'm guessing, people telling you the way you think or the way you do, the way you act, the way that you're too nice, you're naive, the things that Cancerians hear day in and day out. You're a crybaby. And you're welcome, by the way, for crying that out for you, because we can definitely literally release other people's pain for them. But it's saying, like, if you don't get over that, if you don't walk fully away from that, that is going to deter you. Nothing can stop you except for yourself. Nothing can stop you except for this whatever this is, holding on to this shame that you're not doing something the way it's supposed to be done. Listen, if something or someone says, but this is the way it's always been done, just know that your job here, Cancerian, is to change the fuck out of that. If something has always been done a certain way, it needs some updating, okay? And you're here to update it right here, okay? The Queen of Wands, it's asking you, the outcome is you becoming the Queen of Wands. If you can really follow your spirit, trust yourself, and let go of the shame. Now, if you half-heartedly go towards whatever this is, and you don't believe in yourself, baby, nobody else can believe in you. That's what I'm going to tell you. I've experienced this. I don't talk about shit usually that either, the things I talk about I've either experienced personally or have come through me in a download, and I trust those. These days I'm starting to trust them even more fully because I'm watching it all unravel. Like things that got downloaded to me in my teens are coming to fruition at this time, and I'm going, like I was right. Had I told somebody about this particular thing back then, then I don't know, maybe they could have been prepared for it or whatever it is. And so it's like saying, like, God didn't accidentally download the things he's downloading through you. This is real, that these are needing to be shared. This new idea, again, if you're changing a way of a company, if you're making a company, listen, in this day and age, we are no longer going to be accepting that corporate bullying bullshit. Not just Cancerians. I'm talking about all human beings are waking up to the reality of that corporate, this capitalistic kind of nature of the world, that the way it is set up at this time. And so if they don't listen to your innovations, they are going to flop, okay? Again, this is if somebody's working for a company. Now, if you're working for yourself, God says, I have struggled with myself, and I'm just going to give you this example of what to share and what not to share. And originally, I thought that God said, if it scares anybody, don't share it. Well, no, that's not. And now, if you're instilling fear on purpose and giving people warnings about shit that there is literally only a demise to, like this is like, you're gonna die, that's not a warning God will ever allow us to give to somebody, okay? God will allow you to give information to people that will help them prepare for something that is okay, so it could be perceived as a downfall when it's definitely a rise. I'm going to link in the description box below a song that I just heard for the first time this morning, you guys, and I'm like, yo, this is just, they're Christian and I'm not Christian. We all know this about me. I'm not religious. I believe in God. I'm a God lover. But Jesus was just one of us. He was an indigo, and he's not our God. He is just one of us. So our God downloaded this, or had me see this song this morning that is literally singing the downloads that I have received, the things that I see in the future. I keep trying to, repaint the picture of the future that God keeps showing me, because I'm like, there's no way that there's going to be like horse and carriage, right? He keeps showing me these huge, lush green pastures, and we're all literally growing our own food, and we have our own, we're doing things just like they did back in the olden days. If you've ever gone to like an olden days, maybe for like a school field trip, where things were done very, it was simply, okay, we're going back to a very simplistic time in our future. And he keeps showing me this future picture, and I'm going, well, that's the past, God. And he's like, no, baby, that's the future, okay? So this song that I'm going to link in the description box below is about that as well. Now, so if you're innovating something electronic, I would say drop it now and run, because I don't believe that we're going to have all this same type of access to the internet and access to it. It's like we're not going to be, God is going to be removing anything that is actually causing diseases within our bodies, okay? Things that are poisoning us, and this is just, this is actual physical poisoning, because almost everything that you look at or touch right now is poisoning you in some way. Not all extreme, and nothing to fear, because God has this, right? And it was all meant to do what we've done, but now God's like, okay, babies, I've kind of waited for you to take the reins here. I've kind of waited for you to do the right thing. It's like a parent. You let them do it themselves a couple of times, and if they can't get it right, you come in, you clean up the mess, and show them how you do it, right? God is about to come in and clean up the mess and show us how it's done. It's very real. That song that I'm about to link in the description box below will, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, the end here is wow. So I literally watched you cruise around in a horse, on horse and carriage, okay? There is introspection coming in your future, but it's not the kind, people call this Hanged Man the dark night of the soul. I think that's only for people who are incapable of or uncomfortable with solitude. because it's saying that there's going to be this new, we are all coming to a place where we are getting more comfortable with solitude. Solitude is important. We've been forced to be more extroverted than we actually are. A lot of us who are extremely introverted will have picked up drugs, alcohol, other things that will make us feel comfortable in a society that we really don't fit very well into. Because again, when you're walking around in a society where you can watch other people doing these evil things that you can't comprehend, war or whatever they are, I've walked into a room and I've had that person's best friend, the person who's in the other room I was just in, their best friends in this room talking shit about them, and you're like, why in the fuck would you ever, and humans just don't get that that's not acceptable behavior, right? So this is real, and I don't know where I just went off on that tangent for. This is about the reason why that it's been that way is because we're not really meant to be as extroverted or as social as we have been kind of brainwashed to think we're supposed to be. Now, having friends, having family, enjoying gatherings, things like that, that's fine. But just having to be forced out into a crowd in constant, from first grade or kindergarten, sorry to keep bringing that up, but it's real, is actually not healthy for our body. It doesn't give us this time that we need for introspection, this time that we need to connect to our higher self, to God, to knowing what it is that we truly want or desire in this world without giving up what anybody thinks about what we do. The truth is, God will give you the people that are meant to be in your life, and anybody who's not, we don't need to impress them. We don't need, I think as a Cancerian, it's not really about impressing in that way. It's more about not wanting to hurt people, wanting people to know that we truly care about them, right? This is I want you to know I love you. It's not that I care what you think of me necessarily, but I do care that what you think of how I feel about you or what my intentions are for you. And it's saying even that is no longer, we cannot ride on that, or we're going to stay stuck in a spot. If people, don't agree with what Cancers are here to innovate. Ask Elon Musk, okay? But let me just tell you something about Elon Musk, is that I think that all that he is innovating, I think that honestly, I've kind of watched I kind of watched him go for that, rawr, I always talk about when people get money or make money, and they get kind of nasty, they get a little demonic with it. And I think he has gone there, but I do feel like there's this, I've noticed his energy softening, which is a weird, I don't think physically he's done this move yet, but I do feel like his innovations are going to start going towards humanitarian type of things rather than, and I think what he's done in the past, he thought he was doing for human beings' well-being. But I think when it becomes very clear that all of the things we've been innovating with in science is actually killing us and not helping us in any way, the things we've built out of convenience, out of egotistical need, whatever that is, again, more, me, those things are all going to be taken away from us as God cleans up the mess that we've made, because he's really tried to let us do that ourselves. And maybe we will, okay? I don't know, as I'm trying to talk to people about it and they're just so off board, nope, I can't fathom that that's going to be anything, they just don't want to give up the idea of all these luxurious things, which luxury really isn't a thing you can hold. Luxury is a feeling that you have from within, and what is coming is luxurious. It's just not going to have diamonds on the door handles and shit. It's going to be a feeling of true emotional wealth, okay, and true emotional happiness and fulfillment, which it is saying. It's saying, go after what makes you happy, because people are going to judge you either fucking way. So it says, go after that shit like a boss. If it fails, yay, we learned a few things. One, how to fail, and how to get comfortable with that, because if you can fail, I always tell people, if you can get comfortable with failing and rejection, not a motherfucking thing in this world is going to stop you, baby. Not a motherfucking thing. So, go for whatever it is that you feel passionate about wholeheartedly. If people hate you for it, well, they're probably gonna. People don't love change. Like I said, people like to listen to and watch and hear things that are going to feed their current illusion, whatever illusion they're living in. A lot of people are living in the illusion that we're going to end up swimming in diamonds in the future here, and truthfully what we're going to actually come to is, well, maybe digging for diamonds ourselves, right? So maybe there will be lots of diamonds in our future for those of you who are connected to things, but what's coming is that people are going to matter more than things, and we're going to start to kind of rewire and undo the brainwashing that we've all endured. which is going to bring us into a place of emotional fulfillment, true emotional fulfillment, which, again, people just have a misperception of what that is, how you get there. People think that things are filling them up, and they're not. So we've got a bunch of empty vessels running around here, right? So what they're going to realize is that with your help, whatever it is you're doing, that whatever way you want to do something is going to benefit everyone. And guess who's also going to benefit from that? This company, let's say you're a cashier, is going to stick around in a time where other companies that are doing things the way that your company was trying to get you to do it, those companies are all going to fall. This company is actually going to thrive if they do it the way you've taught them how to, okay? Cancer, no pressure. You just have to rewire everybody's brain, and you should be fine. It says, listen, continue to build on every opportunity God is handing you, because he doesn't accidentally hand you things. He's trusting you with these opportunities. Please, baby, listen to them, and don't allow, again, if you need to go back and heal some of this shame, what I will tell you about healing shame is not something that you can cry out. I don't think. I've tried. I've done a lot of crying. I've done a lot of healing. I've done a lot of writing. Shame is only healed by way of going for what the fuck you know you need to go for, and watching it fail and be okay, or watching it thrive, and be okay. No matter what, you're going to be okay. I feel like you are getting a lot of dream downloads at this time, and it's like, I'm gonna get the book on that. No, I'm not, because I don't know where the book is, you guys. So anyways, it's as easy as it can seem. Dreams. This is about you getting downloads in your dreams that you're feeling like, no, that's just a dream, guys. Whatever it is, regardless of if it is ridiculous and it isn't gonna work, God wants you to be in a place where, even if that's the case, you know you're worthy of expressing the way you feel from within, truly and deeply, regardless of if it's absolutely outlandish. God says, I don't care. Sometimes I'll give you some outlandish ass shit that isn't even accurate, because I want you to shed the desire to appease the masses. When the masses, they don't give a fuck about appeasing you, first of all, Cancer. I know we take that on, and there is this, but I really want to help people. And I do feel like this is all business, okay, all work. So I don't feel any love here, and I'm sorry about that. But I think what it's saying is, when you really start to follow your soul, your true callings, towards whatever outlandish shit comes through you, again, sometimes he'll do that just to, I have had this, weird shit come through, and I'm like, well, I'm going to tell somebody. And maybe it's right. Maybe it'll come true in the future, too. But maybe it's wrong. And God's just like, at this point, I just want you to stop giving a fuck what they think. Know your gifts, baby. Know your worth. You have to understand that not everybody is gifted this kind of outlandish shit or these innovative ideas. And guess what? God's like, listen, Cancers. It's not just Cancers and Cancer placements, but listen, innovators. We can't make new shit if you're too scared to bring your ideas to the surface, okay? He's like, I'm giving you the shit, I'm downloading it through you, and if you don't, I'll eventually get somebody else to do it. So listen to your downloads, listen to what's coming through you. Your ideas are not crazy, and we're starting to realize here on Earth that crazy was a made-up motherfucking thing by people who were unable to think outside the box, okay? So, I love you so much, Cancer. I had a blast in your energy as usual. I do feel some powerhouses here. I don't know who watches me in my Cancer readings, but I feel some of y'all, are very powerful. I don't even, some of you know that you are, and some of you don't even have a damn clue how the energy you exude and how you attract everybody, everything. It's just like everybody wants to know more. And you are afraid to, it's like you're like afraid to let out the juice, okay? Let the juice out, let the tea out, whatever it is, let it out. Everybody needs it. And they might not like it right away. It might take them 5 years to be like, oh shit, motherfucker, Cancer was right, homie. And so, who cares what they think, ever? That's the real part where God's like, but baby, your victory is reliant on you not giving a fuck what they think, okay? Your victory is here. It's just time to sit and feel it. You were right, you're doing this right. Your idea was going to help this company. If they didn't take heed, fuck them, bye. I don't want to stick around with this company if they didn't take heed to my little innovation here, because I know that means that this company's going to flop. I'll go over there and see if Timmy, Tommy, and Joe want to hear my shit. If they want to listen to me or whatever. Again, I don't think, and this is not egotistical, by the way. I just think that we get downloaded a lot of very, I would even say controversial information, but things that definitely do not appeal to the sort of sheep that like a They like to know where they're going. They like to know what's coming. And innovating is not, we don't get to know. You're starting something brand new. We have no idea how it's going to, how it's going to turn out because you're a Cancer, but they don't. And that's scary as fuck to people. And I want you to understand that too without, needing it to get, I've gotten emotional about it. Like, why do people think I'm crazy? But so don't get emotional about it. The reason why they can't see it is because they weren't built to. But it's like, don't stop trying to help just because people don't know how to accept the help. You don't need to push it on people, but don't stop doing the job you feel called to do, because even if it helps nobody else, it's helping you. This got very passionate. I love you, whoever you are. Cancer placement, you're a powerful beast. You're a being of light too, and I want you to remember that, because I think I definitely go easily, we're very empathic, so we can easily get drawn into the dark places, and it's like, and don't be afraid of the dark, by the way. I feel like that's a show, and I'm gonna link that in the description box below as well. Whatever comes up on that, don't be afraid of the dark. I'm gonna link the first thing that comes up because I feel like there's a message there as well. But it's saying sometimes we need to go rustle in the fucking dark in order to get through to the light, okay? So don't be afraid of any of it. Wherever you're at is the right place, baby, but you do need to know that whatever is coming through you is nothing to be ashamed of. You should be proud. You should be honored, actually. I guess I'm getting like, this is some shit, whatever you got. I know this firsthand, but whatever you're getting, whatever ideas you're having right now, it's like, baby, you're going to be known for these ideas. People are going to, again, maybe even after you're gone, and this is the sad part about sheep or people that follow the herd, is that sometimes they don't appreciate a good thing until it's gone, which, and I'm sorry to say that, but sometimes, whatever it is, you're going to be helping an entire species, okay? I love you so much. And I will see you guys very soon. Mwah.